All right, it's Saturday, June 10th, 2023, and I'm in Cambodia at the Sofitel. And they have an exhibit up. They're displaying an exhibit from a gentleman by the name of George Portal. And George, among his many claims to fame, in 1929, took some photography of Cambodia, and so they have an exhibit displaying his works, and this is just one of many. Really quite an expansive set of photography here, and it's pretty neat, really. It's early in the morning here, about 6 a.m., and I just went for my morning walk, and I gotta go have a small bite to eat. But when I come down the elevator or go up, this is what's in the hallway, and there's Lionel's cage. They'll bring him out later on this morning. We'll get to Lionel later and say hello. He's the resident pet. But boy, these are really beautiful. You know what happened during the war? Pol Pot's regime came, and a lot of these statues have been decapitated. And the reason they were decapitated is a lot of the statues had gold fillings or gold trimmings, and they were obviously absconded by the Khmer Rouge. And so if you go to a number of the war museums and whatnot, you'll see statues that have been defaced, so to speak, and it's really tragic, because it's the war was obviously tragic. The impact on society here in Cambodia was just incredible. They went from 6 million, 7 million people down to 2 million people. And so yeah, if you really want to read about who got rid of the Khmer Rouge, you can thank the Vietnamese. When Pol Pot's regime made an attempt of a land grab in southern Vietnam along the Cambodian border, Vietnamese said enough is enough and came in, and I think it was 1974, 1975, if memory serves, came in and rid themselves of that problem. And so it was it's quite interesting, really. I'm sort of a Southeast Asia history buff from living here. You can spend your time in bars, you can spend your time in other activities. Myself, I kind of like to understand a little bit about the places where I'm at, and then go and actually see it. So I've been to the war museums, been to the tragedies of the remnants of genocide, where there's thousands upon thousands of skulls. Yeah, it's not a very proud moment in history by any stretch of the imagination. Really makes you realize how precious life really is. These are all taken. Sorry about the light. These are all were taken in 1929. I mean, that's just beautiful. Look at this. That's just gorgeous. So I have sort of a soft spot for this stuff. I really do. It's really beautiful. Let's go. I think there's a nice little display around the corner here about. I mean, that's gorgeous. There's a display that speaks a little bit about George and his background. And so yeah, let's go see if they have it. I think it's down the way here, if I recall. Just 1929, it's pretty neat. And if you go to these places now, I've been to a few of them, hadn't changed a whole heck of a lot, really. Not at all. Pretty much kept the same. I think they have a little, if memory serves. Yeah, here we go. So they speak about George. Isn't that beautiful? That's pretty cool. Now I like that one. That one's kind of neat. Now you can buy these. They sell them for like, I don't know, $80, $100, something like that. That's kind of neat. I like that one too. So here's a little bit about George. And I'll just put it there. Yeah, 1929, I was right. And there's a little bit about George. So yeah. That's really that's pretty neat, really, how they've got that how it's well, it's, you know what, it's well appointed the way they've gone about this. And they've got a beautiful, in each one of the rooms, they have a nice little tidbit that tells you all about it. Pretty cool, really. Yeah, I've been to a couple of these places. They're usually within Watts, and a lot of them are in Siem Reap. Got a few of them here in Phnom Penh. Haven't been to the one in Batabang. Haven't had a chance to get there. I hear dental work is really good there, though, is what I've heard. I'll have to get there one of these days. That's a great picture. I love that. I don't know, I'm partial to that one. That's the smaller version of this one. And I think that's just really kind of cool. And that's beautiful. So yeah, that's kind of neat. Early morning here at the Sofitel. Just got in from my walk, and I'm gonna go have breakfast. But it's so serene here. Good morning. It's really just beautiful. Didn't make it to the lounge last night. Came back from Aeon and had my Khmer chicken, and decided just to sort of get some rest. I've been pretty tired. Got to go to the factory this morning. Hopefully be back by about 5 o'clock. Follow up in the morning with the source, and then it's off to back to Vietnam. So yeah, here's they've got a really nice authentic guidebook as well here. Kind of cool to look at. Yeah, you can buy. I may snag me one of these. I may have to buy me one of these. It's an Anchor guidebook, and that's pretty cool. These guys do a really nice job. They really do. They have a piano player here at night. It starts at like late afternoon, 4:30, 5 o'clock, goes into the early evening. So when I come back from the factory, they've always got nice, pleasant lobby music going on. Got a really nice bar, nice cigar bar up there. Haven't hit it this trip though. Been too busy. So there you have it. Nice little, beautiful display. Really charming. George's Portal in honor. That's really cool. You know what? Good on him here. You can't, I have a real appreciation for this kind of stuff. You know, when you're out and about, you just, you find these little nooks and crannies and you get your kicks where you can, because it gets kind of, you know, as an expat, you got to make your own fun and try to do things that keep you active, try to do things that are healthy, try to do things that are, you know, risk adverse. And boy, that's just a beautiful picture. I'm really into that. I could see that in a den, you know, a little library area in your house where you got a den. My problem is I'm a collector, and so I get moving on this stuff, and I want one of all of them. And I know how I am. You can ask my wife. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have a nice day. You can ask my wife. It's poor Michelle. I got stuff all over. The problem is I forget what I buy, and then I go back and my tastes don't change, and so, you know, I got a box from 2002, boxes from 2002, boxes from 2005, boxes from 2008, and so forth. And I open up these boxes and they have the same stuff, and I think I bought it, but then I don't take the risk that I didn't buy it, so then I go ahead and buy it, and I end up with 5 or 6 of the same stuff. Tragedy. That's kind of cool. But this is what happens is they've since these were taken in 1929, and the problem is you go there now and a lot of the heads and the whatnot have been taken off because they had gold. A lot of the statues that are shown smiling had gold, like for the teeth, and the Khmer Rouge decapitated the heads off of these statues and swiped the gold, which is not good, you know. There's the same thing, only blown up even more. That's just a great picture, you know. A lot of stuff going on there. Pretty cool. So yeah, you know what? Pictures of Cambodia, 1929. Boy, I would have loved to have. You know what? Sometimes you sit back and say, you know what, was I born too late or too early? And I don't know, you know, back in the day when it was, I guess I want to say pure, I want to say simple, but boy, there were problems back then too in the world. But it would have been, you know what, it would have been nice to have a time warp machine that takes you back for a short period of time. Make you appreciate, makes me think and be a lot more appreciative. Anyway, all right. George Portal exhibition, Sofitel in Phnom Penh. It's getting toward the middle of June. What is it, June 10th, Saturday? And you know what, I'm gonna go. I just went for my walk, all proud of myself, and I'm gonna go have a little bit of breakfast, not a whole lot, trying to cut back. And then I'm gonna go to the factory, go upstairs, get changed, and go to the factory and make it another day. The glorious life of an expat in Asia. It's no rest for the weary. Bye-bye.